Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell them. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker, the Success Chronicles, and we are here at Kicking It ATX with my guy, Grovey. Man, great guy doing some great things. And first, I want to say thanks so much for the opportunity to come through your spot and interview you. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, no. I appreciate you wanting to come out and make it happen. So happy to be here, happy to have you come do it.
Yeah. So from afar, I've been following your journey.
Okay.
From back in the day.
All right.
And man, it's amazing to see the things how this has transpired and the things that you're doing, man. I think it's a big blessing to the culture, big blessing to the area. There's been some good stuff. So, if you don't mind, share with the audience a little bit about, who you are and kind of share your background.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate those kind words. It's actually a blessing to me to be in this position.
Yeah.
To even, do something I love every day and have my team around me be able to do something that they love too. Like that's a big blessing for us. So I guess my sneaker journey started really in middle school. Like I always had a admiration for shoes, and that goes back to elementary school. I always loved shoes and everything behind the design. I'm old enough to remember Michael Jordan really playing. A lot of these kids,
really playing.
A lot of these kids now, they just gotta watch highlight tape, and they were able to see him live. Now they got the LeBrons and the LaMelo balls and the Jason Tatums and stuff. But I was able to see Jordan,
but we really got to see him.
Yeah. Watch him debut shoes. And
stuff
like that. So just grew up loving shoes. Didn't grow up rich, really far from it. So I maybe got like a pair of shoes to start the year, a pair of shoes for Christmas, and if I'm lucky, like a really cheap pair of shoes for the summertime. Yeah. So I always was able to look and enjoy it from a distance. I didn't get them all, but like many people at that time, you'll get your East Bay catalog and circle your wish list.
Man, you taking them back.
Yeah. You
taking them back.
They just stop. Circle what you want, your East Bay catalog, and just wish, But as time went on, like I said, middle school is kind of when I realized, like, man, one day I would love to own my own business, and that business being a shoe store. My dad, he owned his own business, so I kind of got that view and got to see an entrepreneur firsthand, growing up. So that kind of got instilled in me, where it's like, okay, well, eventually when I grow up and when I'm able to do what I want to do, what I want to do is work for myself. So, kind of got that entrepreneurial spirit in me from my dad. I just was able to focus on combining that with something I love, such as sneakers. So graduating high school, I left Dallas. I'm from Dallas. Came down to Austin, went to Houston Tennessee University. There, when it was kind of lucky, like I was like, all right, I can get serious about this sneaker stuff. My junior year, I ended up working for a sneaker blog, nicekicks.com. Like, shout out to Matt. At the time, it was like the #1 sneaker blog in the world. Like
the spot.
Yeah, like millions of pages a day. Like,
crazy.
Yeah, crazy time.
Yeah.
This was like 2008, 2007, 2008. I started working there. Fortunate enough, I was able to work there my junior and senior year. Once I graduated from HT, I was off a full-time position there. Worked for them until 2016, 2017. In 2010, they opened up a brick and mortar location. So they was like, hey, do you want to come work for the store? At the time, I was like, yeah, I'm a writer for the blog, but I get some extra hours at the store. Never really imagined like me working in retail.
The blow up.
Yeah, but it was different.
The blow up.
Yeah, so like in 2010, some things happened with the store, Nice Kicks, and I was able to be afforded the opportunity to become the manager there. So took that opportunity, ran with it, did well, like made a lot of connections, made some good some really good communication, some good connections and links that kind of helped me develop Kicking It.
Yeah.
So Matt and Allison, they end up selling Nice Kicks to a bigger corporation. Didn't really like the way that corporation was ran. They kind of switched it from a mom and pop shop to like a bigger corporation. Like that's not what I signed up for. So left there, started teaching and doing creative marketing and becoming a creative director at Houston Tilson during that time. Did that for around 2 years. Doing those 2 years, kind of revisited me wanting to own my own shoe store. So I was able to kind of hatch out a plan with that, like really sit down, get my business plan together, kind of figure out exactly what it would take. Reached out to my connections and through a lot of hard work and a lot of prayer through those 2 years, we were able to open Kicking It in 2018. So.
Man, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing that detailed story. And I'm gonna go back. Like I came in contact with the following with the Nice Kicks, and man, I remember coming to Austin for South by Southwest events.
Yeah, man, them crazy times at Nice Kicks for South by.
Man,
yeah.
I mean, just amazing, man. So like and I'm gonna just share this experience with you.
Yeah.
So like my first kind of opening to South by Southwest was at Nice Kicks. Man, I came to South by Southwest to see Mystical.
Okay.
And I knew that like he was gonna be interviewing on the Sway Show.
Right.
And man, I'm standing. Shout out to Sway, man. I'm standing in the door, and Mystical is walking right through the door.
Yeah.
I mean, like it was crazy. Like the atmosphere, and that same year, Snoop, T.I. Kendrick Lamar, Drama, like man, it was stupid. Like all the people that came through that spot in those 2 days, and South by Southwest, and truth be told, man, that's what hooked me. And so every year after that, man, I've been pretty much just to come. But man, it was a great time, and you know, just the things that you guys were doing there, the creative stuff, it was truly next level.
Nah, I appreciate that. You know, that was Nice Kicks, like just similar to here at Kicking. Like we had a really good team of people like doing a lot of stuff. Like I can't even take credit for a lot of that stuff that would happen at South by. Like just mentioning the connections I made with that. Like Sway, shout out Sway and my girl Kelly. Like Kelly is the producer of Sway in the morning. But so she just saw fit to start filming the show there. So we did that for I think like 2 or 3 years. But it just got bigger and bigger every year. And I still talk to Kelly like pretty regularly. Like, you know, that's a relationship that transcended past my time at Nice Kicks. And even when I wasn't involved with shoes at all, you know, they'll still hit me up if they in town, still check on each other, see what's going on.
Good stuff,
so, it's just a good genuine relationship. But them South by times were crazy, like to say the least. It was a good time.
Yes, sir. Well, man, if you don't mind sharing with the audience, like what are 3 things that you've accomplished in your life that you're proud of?
Ooh, in my life?
Yeah.
Man, that's a lot. One, I would have to say graduating. So I recently completed my doctorate degree. That's a big deal for me. Yeah. So
that's awesome, man.
It was a challenge. Like I'm not gonna lie, that was by far some of the hardest work I've ever done. Like, you know, in the higher education field. So just to be a black man and, you know, entrepreneur and be able to stay focused and be able to get that done, that was a huge accomplishment for me. So that'd be 1. 2, I would kind of have to combine 2 of them. I would say like getting married and becoming a father. Like, so shout out to my wife and my kids. Like, we've been married a little over 10 years now. Got 2 kids. My daughter Austin, she's 7, and my son Greg the 3rd, he just turned 2, so he's running around doing what 2-year-olds do. But
so no sleep.
So that's an accomplishment there. Just, you know, creating that family environment and trying to remain successful and give my kids something to look up to, and, you know, give my wife something to be proud of when it pertains to me.
You're doing it.
And the 3rd one is, I would say opening and Kicking It for sure. Like I say, it's been a childhood dream, so to actually see all the work and the late nights and the early mornings pay off and come to fruition, like opening a physical store. Like I definitely have to make that my 3rd one.
That's good, man. You know, there's a couple points you hit on, going back to you talking about the relationships you had, and then just putting in the grind to be here.
Right.
You know, and you know, I want to share this quote with you from one of my former pastors. And when I heard this, man, like it blew me away. He said, life moves at the speed of our relationships. You know, and you know, just as I heard you talk about your journey, I thought about all of the amazing relationships that you've been blessed to have along the way. You know, I believe that no significant success is achieved alone.
Oh no, absolutely not. Yeah, you know, what's the African proverb? Like, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. But yeah, it's that's true. That relationships go a long way now. It's funny because a lot of people, and shout out to those people who even take the time to, seek me out and ask me stuff.
Yeah.
But a lot of people now kind of see what kicking it is from the outside and don't realize
they don't
the grind
know.
and the inside. So they come, well, how can I start a shoe store? And, I can kind of lay out a plan. It's just like, if you make a good meal, you can give them the ingredients, but you don't know how to make it. So it's just like, I can tell you everything that I did, but it's just like, you don't have them relationships to connect the dots. Like, it's not gonna happen. Like I say, one of the hardest things, I can sit here and talk all day about challenges you have when opening up a retail shoe store. But I say one of the hardest things is like getting an account with Nike and Jordan brand. I mean, shout out our other brands, but Nike and Jordan brand is about probably 85% of our sales. So I mean, without an account from them, we're not really doing
it.
So it's just like getting an account with them, and making sure you stay up to date with what they want, and trying to stay ahead of the curve as far as storytelling about their product and your brand. Like, that's tough. So it's like without those relationships I made at Nice Kicks, I probably wouldn't. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't have been able to do it, because I also believe that your story is pretty much written. Like, God knows what's gonna happen. So what He got for you is for you. It's it just might have took me a little longer.
But it helped.
It helped turn the page of my story a little
quicker. It's been a while, but it took quicker.
Yeah, for sure. So it's man, relationships are important. Like, even to this day, like, you find a lot of challenges just and stuff. So we're expanding. Like, we'll have a second location at the end of this year.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, that's like breaking news right there. Nobody really knows about so we're expanding in the marketplace. We're excited about that, but even like finding another location was challenging with that. It's like there's a lot of hidden challenges that you don't even realize. Like, to be established here for 4 years and to try to enter another city, and you have landlords telling you
the
like
real estate
business
market
plan is kind of too urban for that area. It's like, alright. I get, that word urban can be interchanged with
do you know what we do?
But just having a good relationship to find a good real estate agent, and a good realtor who can make things happen and make the right calls to get you where you need to be. But I can't say enough about having relationships.
Man, it's like another thing, like as I'm hearing you talk about all of those things, like again hitting on the relationship piece, but those things don't happen if you're not referable.
Right.
Like you hadn't put the work in to treat people right, to be respectful. I mean, I can remember. I'm gonna just go back to the Nice Kicks play. I can remember like the quality of care that y'all took care of people when you came in that place.
You
know what I'm saying? Like like legit, like being open. Taking care of people, treating people the right way. It was just a great experience, man, and everything I've heard about here. I got some friends that have come through, and man, I just can't tell you enough how happy I am for you, bro.
I appreciate that.
Like, it's good stuff, man.
Yeah, that means a lot, especially like when it comes from people that you don't know, like, or what I'm saying, you're not aware that they gonna go back and tell somebody else. It's just like when we open, that's kind of why I tell them in training. It's like, we kind of want to be like Chick-fil-A when it comes to customer service. You can't really go to Chick-fil-A and say you had bad customer service ever. Like, it just don't happen. So at the same time, that's something we want to replicate. It's like I ain't never been to Kicking It and had bad customer service. And that's something our team is really good at. We could be having a horrible day on the outside, but when you come inside, like,
it's all
get rid of all that.
It's all good time.
We giving our customers what they need and creating that experience. So,
yes, sir.
That positive experience and the customer service, that's something we pride ourselves on, and that's something we're gonna continue to build on from the first location to the 100th. Like, it's gonna make sure it's all across the board.
Come on. Well, man, a couple more questions. Just hearing you talk about your journey, or hearing you talk about the things that you're proud of, man, I would consider that to be hugely successful. So let's hit on success, man. What is your definition of success?
Man, that's a good question, because I think the important thing you said is your definition of it. I think people can define it in a lot of different ways. Like to me, I think honestly, like success is just being happy with the decisions you make. Like you know, like man, you faced with decisions every day. Like some bigger than others, some that can affect you like down the line, and some you can't forget about in a few minutes. It might not even matter what you said, but I just think being successful, like being confident and knowing you made the right decisions, which leads to you living the lifestyle you want to live. Like you know, and I'm not talking about money or like having certain things, just being happy with who you are as a person. Yeah. So I think success to me is just really just being happy with who you are as a person. So everything else will fall into place. Like you say, if you know, it's going back to nice kids. It's like you remember them positive experiences, and that's just because that's who we are as a person. You know? Period. So I feel like I'm a success now, and I will be more successful in the future just because I'm just doing what I feel like God called me to do. I'm just trying to let Him use me to make my life better and make other people's life better, be it through an interview that they see online or be it them finding a pair of shoes they've been looking for. So I'm just trying to be a success and make my life better, you know.
I hear it, man. And since you went God, I'm gonna go old school preacher on you. Okay. Amen. Amen. And amen. So the last thing I want to do is I want to throw out 3 words or phrases at you, and if you don't mind, just talk about what comes to mind or to heart when you hear these words. Okay. So the first one is sneaker culture.
Ooh, that's broad. So that's really important right now. So we like to consider ourselves to be of the culture. Yeah. Like, and that's something that makes the experience so unique here. Like, we're all genuinely in the culture and of the culture. Right now, and I don't even think it's near its peak, but right now I think the sneaker culture is like at an all-time high, and it's going to continue to rise. It's going to continue to gain more attention, like from everybody in the world. But right now I also see a lot of people look at it as a money grab. And, you know, that's when you kind of bring out the culture vultures. Like, now you think about how many like TV shows and movies are about sneakers and sneaker culture, books. Yeah. Like we've never seen this. I'm 36, but it's like I've never seen so much focus on sneakers. Yeah. And I mean, you know, luckily I'm blessed to be in the situation where that's beneficial for us. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love it. Hey, you like shoes? Cool. Do it. About them too. Like, you know. But I think the sneaker culture is important. It embodies a lot, but we kind of have to protect it like we protect our own home. Like, we kind of got to watch for them culture vultures right now. But, you know, that's what anything that becomes popular. So, at the same time, we can protect it, but I don't want to be a gatekeeper where we're not allowing new people to come in and enjoy it just because, you know, you got into it later than somebody else. I don't think you should be like, oh, no, you can't do this no more. Like, you're not cool enough to do this. Like, man, you know, welcome new people into the community all day long, but except the culture vultures. That's something we don't like.
I love it, man. So the second one I'm going to give you is living and learning.
Okay. Yeah, I think they go hand in hand. So a big thing I'm a believer of, we talk about it a lot in here, like it's really no losses, just lessons. Like, you know, you gotta turn that.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Man, I had to give you some sound effects. But let's get that to him again, dog. Get that to him again.
We say it's no losses, only lessons. Like, you know, you're gonna take an L regardless. Yeah. Because, you know, you dictate what the L stands for. So
yes, sir.
A loss or a lesson. But lessons and losses, you know, they come with life. Like, you know, if anybody tell you, like, no matter what success level they on, if anybody tell you it was all smooth, like, I wouldn't believe them. Yeah. Like, you're going to have them obstacles, you're going to have them speed bumps. That's when you just got to get your head down, keep grinding, pray about it, and keep moving forward. Yeah. Like, you know, I like comparison to a lot of animals and stuff. I got animal tattoos and stuff, but it's just because it's like, one, I just got a turtle tattoo. And people are like, why you get a turtle? Because one, like, you think about the tortoise and the hare. Like, you know, that's an old school story. These young kids might not even know about it. But it's like, you know,
come on, give it to him.
Turtle out. You know, it's like, he too slow, blah, 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 blah. But the turtle, man, he kept his head down, ran his race, and he won. So it's like slow and steady running your race. Not worry about what got other people going on. You gonna win. But it's just like, you got to take everything with a grain of salt. Like, the negative stuff, take and see what you can learn from it and keep moving. So they say if you ain't learning, you're losing. Yeah. So it's just like every day we try to learn something new. Like, you know.
That's good.
But
man.
The lessons gotta come with life. So I welcome them.
I love that, man. I love how you put that down. So the last one I'm gonna share with you, I'm gonna warn you, man. It's the good one. All right. This is the good one right here. All right. Woo, it's the good. So the last one is legacy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
means a lot to me right now, especially since I mentioned, like I said, I had 2 kids. Like, the world is already really crazy, and it's even crazier when you black. So it's you know, as I mentioned, I want to live a life where, you know, it's a lot of good memories and people have good things to say, and just something that'll make my kids proud. Like, you know, if I could build that legacy, be it in business, that's cool, but I would rather, you know, have a legacy of being a good person more often, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a million ways to make money in the world. Like, hopefully they'll find their own way, be it in sneakers or whatever it is they want to do. But it's not that many good people out here, like, you know, genuinely good people. So if my legacy understands, like, hey man, my dad was a good person, like, you know, genuinely a good person, I think I won. So that legacy is important, just trying to make the world a better place through them. So when I'm gone, like, everything will still be good.
So good, man. So good. And you are, brother, you are doing that, man. So congratulations to you on all of that. So as we close, I'd love for you to have an opportunity to kind of pitch your place here. You know, tell the people where they can go follow you, check you out, come through and see what they got going on here.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're in Austin, we're at 3200 Conway, Suite 156 in the Domain Northside. If you're not in Austin, you can visit us online, kickingit.com. We ship everything. If you want to call us and talk to us, got any questions, just want to see how our day's going, or just need somebody to talk to, hit us up. 512-520-5558. And on social media, we're at Kicking It ATX on all forms of social media. So hit us up there too. We got a good social media person. Shout out Raven. She'll respond to you. Yeah, we here. We here. As we mentioned, we are the sneaker culture. So come join us.
Well, there it is, man. Again, I just want to say congrats on everything.
Thank you.
And thank you so much again for taking the time to hang out with the Success Chronicles.
Yes,
truly appreciate it, and I wish you continued success, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. And thank you guys for checking out this episode. We'll see you next time. God bless. Go get it.